Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. It's February 2025. Thank you for being here. We're going to do a Celtic cross today. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take only what resonates. The Page of Wands wants to jump out. We'll see if that comes out. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Take only what resonates. Leave out what does not. If this does indeed resonate with you and your situation, would you be so kind as to hit the like and possibly subscribe to the channel? If this doesn't resonate with you, you can check your other placements because your messages could be there. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, the information to obtain that is in the description box below this video. Page of Wands wants to jump out. We'll see if that comes out in the reading. The Page of Wands indicates good news, something exciting, maybe flirtation. We'll see what's going on here. Could represent free-spiritedness, exciting new beginning. It is fire energy, something that you should resonate with automatically, being a Sagittarian. All right. The Nine of Cups, Jupiter in Pisces. The Page of Wands. The card that wanted to jump out, it is in your challenge position, so be careful. That is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, which is Sagittarius energy. The Two of Pentacles, this is Jupiter in, hey, look at all this Jupiter energy. Jupiter in Capricorn. Wow, there's a lot. Okay, so Jupiter is the planet of abundance. The Page of Cups, this is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Actually, here, let's put that up a bit. Let's see, you can see it. The Four of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn. We've got a couple of Capricorn on here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is Venus in Virgo. The King of Swords. This is a court card for Aquarius. The Ace of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Three of Cups, Mercury in Cancer. Okay. So, and the reading is pertaining to, oh gee, it's the Three of Swords, Saturn in Libra. Okay. And this Tower, oh wow, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Okay. We've definitely got, all right, we've definitely got third party stuff going on here. I mean, the Three of Cups is the outcome here. The Three of Swords is what this reading is pertaining to. We've got the Tower right behind it. We've got this Eight of Pentacles, which indicates possibly somebody's working on a plan of some sort. And this is somebody who you may have a history with, because we do see that Nine of Wands there. The Nine of Wands represents the wounded warrior, somebody who has already been very wounded and hurt, possibly somebody who's a traumatized person. We do have this Three of Swords, so that is what this is pertaining to. Be careful. All right. What's going on here, Sagittarius? We've got in the current energy. Okay, so so we'll just look at the past here. But in the past, we've got something. The Wheel of Fortune indicates something that was out of your hands, something that indicated a change of some sort that was destined. There was something that happened that was destined. We are going to clarify all of this and find out what this is all about, which led to this Nine of Cups energy, which indicates satisfaction, wish come true, something that you really, really wanted. So whatever this destined event was something that you felt like you really, really wanted. And that's what you've got right now. It's almost like you've got something that you really, really want right now. So what's challenging this is, I'm just going to say, you've got it looks like almost like you may have a chronic flirt on your hands. Like somebody who, there may be somebody who or this could be bad news. It is in the challenge position, so the Page of Wands can be read in reverse. We're going to have to clarify this and find out what's going on here. So it could represent bad news of some sort. We're going to find out what this is all about. That is the challenge. In the focus, we've got this Page of Cups here, which could indicate you could be focused right now on this. It could be a newer connection. It could represent a crush of some sort. It could represent an apology. We're going to clarify and find out. And what we do not see is we've got this Four of Pentacles energy. Somebody is holding on to something or possibly not changing in some way. There's something, I'm going to see it as your external influence is being stubborn in some way. And we do have the King of Swords in your external influence. So you could be dealing with an air sign. You could be dealing specifically with an Aquarius, but it could be Gemini or, well, it's specifically, the King of Swords is a fixed air sign. It is Aquarius specifically. But I mean, I do see other readers call it the other air signs too, Gemini or Libra. It's Aquarius, but anyway, so this person I'm getting very fixed energy here in this person you're dealing with. This is somebody who's very rigid in their ways of thinking with this Four of Pentacles and the King of Swords. And this is somebody who may be coming in for a conversation of some sort, or may be feeling like they need to stand their ground in some way. Your advice is this Nine of Pentacles. I'm getting that your advice may be to just focus on yourself and your own self-esteem here. We are going to clarify and find out what this is all about, because in the future we do have this Two of Pentacles here. It looks like there's a little bit of juggling, almost like there's going to be this need to debate something, or maybe there is somebody who is juggling two energies. That's very possible with this Three of Swords being here as what this whole reading is pertaining to. And then the Three of Cups is in the outcome. Somebody does want to, it looks like there is a new beginning in which to take inspired action. And it does look like there is possibly a friendship. And there is a coming together in love and friendship. This could be with you. It does look like it might be with you. I'm getting very strongly here that you may already be in a connection of some sort. And there's somebody else coming in, and you are going to be met with a choice here. That's how I'm reading it so far. We're going to see what's going on here. The Wheel of Fortune is in the past. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Tell us about this destined change of events here for Sagittarius. What is going on here with... So the High Priestess is here. Could have something to do with... So... Okay, so now I'm getting the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles here. Does this have something to do with somebody who you are not talking... So somebody who you were not talking to... There's somebody who you're not talking to, or were not talking to in the past. That you had very strong feelings for, but it's almost like, let me see here. We've got two energies here. Oh, Sagittarius. Okay, so somebody, I'm getting very strongly here that you stopped. There's somebody who you stopped talking to, who may have moved on to something, moved on in a new direction or something, and there was somebody who you may have been waiting on to come back to you. While there's somebody who you are not talking to, who you are waiting on to come back to you, and you may have started a new relationship. If the roles are reversed, feel free to do that. I'm reading it as you. But I am getting very strongly here that you have been waiting for somebody who you have not been talking to come back to you and possibly make things right. And while waiting for this person to come back, you may be in another connection or may have been in another connection of some sort. That is what I am getting here. Can we get something more on this Wheel of Fortune? Yes, your ex. So it's showing up here that you're waiting on your ex to possibly come back to you. Okay, so we did see the King of Wands and we also saw the King of Cups. I was taking it as the person who you're waiting on to come back was the King of Wands, and the person who you are currently, or I don't even know if you're currently with that person anymore. It was just it's showing up as in the past. So you were with somebody else who they were showing up as the King of Cups, which is a little more of a deeper, possibly a deeper connection. But yes. So did you already run from this other person to get, because it looks like it. It looks like somebody who you were waiting on came back to you and you ran from them. You ran from this other connection that you were in. Wow. Okay. This may not resonate for every single one of you. The Nine of Cups. If it doesn't, you can check your other placements. Your message could be there. Okay, Nine of Cups. So it looks like you got what you wanted. Whatever it is that you were waiting on came back to you, possibly. It's showing up that it was destined and it already happened. If it hasn't already happened, it looks like it's going to happen. So when this or after this happened, you've had this, like, you felt like you got what you wanted. We've got this Nine of Cups here. But you had to detach from somebody else in order to do that, in order to establish what it was that you really wanted. And there's the Queen of Wands, exactly what I said. I said that the person you were waiting on, you have very strong chemistry with this other person. It would make sense too. I mean, obviously the two fire sign. I'm not saying necessarily that the person that you were waiting on was necessarily a fire sign. It could have been a Scorpio even. Scorpios are very fiery, even though they're a water sign. But yes, exactly what I said. In order for you to get what you wanted, you had to walk away from somebody else. You have to walk away from somebody else. In order to achieve victory and success, and this creates a painful ending for somebody else, for this other person. But yes, it does look like you decided to cut somebody else out. Oh, and this is possibly the other person that you cut out, showing up as the King of Swords. I just saw the Queen of Swords. So you were waiting on this past person to come back to you, and it looks like they did. And if this hasn't already happened, it looks like it's going to happen, and you may already be in another connection that you have to detach from in order to be in that connection. Can we get more on the Nine of Cups, please? There's showing up as a masculine energy that you're pretty content to have. But like, obviously gender's fluid in these general readings, but that is what it's showing up, that you're the feminine and they're the masculine. But take it as it resonates. It might be the other way around. And the masculine energy is going through some level of envy and resentment now, because that this person who you've left behind is feeling envy. Is there some sort of legal? There's legal. It's showing up as legal. Some of you may actually have been legally married to one of these two people. I don't know. It's showing you have to take it as it resonates. So is this person the person you may have been legally married to, or this past person that came back to you? It is showing up that the legal card came out. So I'm going to mention it because it may be relevant to somebody. So we've got this Page of Wands here. This could have something to do with this. Your challenge is that there's this free-spirited Life, that's why the Nine of Pentacles is coming up as your advice. Whichever spirit it is that I am tapping into, that I challenge, that's the spirit that I tap into is really oppositional to just moving into new relationships without taking time to yourself first. When you're already in another relationship, we got this Knight of Wands that wants to come out. So your challenge is that somebody's coming back. Somebody has come back. Your challenge is that you may do something really, that you possibly are doing something very impulsively right now, and it's causing somebody else a lot of pain, or it's going to. And it's because of some sort of deception. This is rooted in somebody's deepest fears. There's something that you haven't been so forthright about with the person that you were in a relationship with. And again, reverse the roles if you feel like you must. But you may not have been so forthright with this person, and once this comes to light, or maybe it has come to light, this is going to cause a lot of pain for somebody. That's why the Nine of Wands is there, and we see this Three of Swords, which is what the reading is pertaining to. It's almost like, that's what I'm getting very strongly here too. It's like this person is realizing that over the course of time that you have been with them, that you have still always been holding on to somebody else. What I'm also getting here, though, Sagittarius, is that this person who you've just left behind in order to pursue this past person is holding on to you, or is still going to be holding on to you, whether this has already happened or not. It is showing up that it has already happened, but it may not have. Can we get more on this Page of Wands energy, please, for Sagittarius? More on this Page of Wands energy. Cutting ties. Yeah, so that is the challenge here. You do have to cut ties with this person. It does look, that's what it is. So what I'm getting here strongly is that whether this has, if you're actually in a connection right now and you're longing for somebody else, Spirit is saying you're getting yourself into some hot water here, and your challenge is to cut ties with this person there, because there's some hopeless, there is a level of loss that's going to be experienced by this person, right? They're going to in time. Wow. So we do, So this is what I'm getting here. Okay, you're going, whether this has happened or whether this has not happened, if you are, like, again, I'm saying it again, because this is what's showing up here. If you are holding on to somebody else, if you're waiting for somebody else to come back to you and you are in another connection, it's showing up that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you are being challenged to cut ties with this other person and go single. That's your advice before this happens. That is the advice here, but we're going to get to that in a second. The Page of Cups is in your focus. Why is the Page of Cups there? The Page of Cups is in the focus for you, Sagittarius. It's like, are you like crushing on somebody right now? Is that why that Page of Cups is up there? Or it could be your person crushing on you. I mean, like, you reverse the roles if you feel like you must. It's just showing up as it's you. Yeah. So we've got the Six of Wands. It's like you're actually, there's somebody who's good. You're looking possibly to, somebody's coming in to get your attention, or you're going to get somebody's attention. This is showing up as somebody who's your ex, They may be coming in to apologize to you. Maybe you feel like you need to apologize to them for something, or this could just have something to do with having that early butterfly feeling in the relationship again. This is the thing, is that it's going to cause a burden in your life. If that person comes in to apologize and give you messages of sweetness, you're going to, whatever this, yes, that's what it is. This person is coming in possibly to give you, to deliver messages of sweetness, offer you their cup. This is happening victoriously and successfully, and this is going to leave you with a heavy burden because of the fact that you are in another connection. There's the Ace of Wands. There's the Magician. I'm getting strongly that it could be you who manifested this. And now you're going to be, and you haven't been very forthright with this other person about your real feelings. That's what I'm getting here. And so now when somebody else comes in, when this other person from the past comes back, you're going to be in this situation where you're like, what do I do? What do I do? I know what I feel like I want. Can we get more on this? Yeah, so that is what's showing up here, is that you're not being very forthright with this other person about how you feel, and you are actually suffering in silence. Or when when your past person comes in, you're going to be suffering in silence because you know what you actually do want. And here's the mentorship, wisdom. You may be there may be some wisdom that you're gaining in this situation here. You are feeling there's the burden. You're burdened. There's something about this situation that's burdening you, and that's why the Ten of Wands is showing up. There's something about this whole situation that is burdening you, and you feel like you're suffering through it. What we do not see is the Four of Pentacles. Somebody is not going to let go of you. And I'm taking it as it's this person who you're considering detaching from. This person is not going to want to let go of you. This person may actually want to fight for you. Okay, so we've got the Empress here. Which I think it's, honestly, Sagittarius, somebody's holding on to you because they see you as they see you as the ultimate. This person that you're considering leaving loves you a lot. This person holds you in a very, very high regard. And it looks like this is the person you're going to isolate. When this person comes in to tell you how this person is going to fight for you. That's what I just got. This person is going to fight for you. This person is not letting go of you. And this is going to give you something to really consider. You're going to really be, that's why the Two of Pentacles shows up in the future. And there is going to be envy here. There's going to be conflict. There's going to be competition. But whoever it is that you're considering walking away from in order to go to your ex is somebody who really is not going to let go of you right now. They are not, this person is not letting go. You may actually be getting away from them though for a bit. There's the gossip, rumors, nosy card. This person may gossip about you. I mean, take it as it resonates. You do feel like you are going to feel like you're stuck and that you don't know what to do. That is why we see that Two of Pentacles. I'm getting very strongly here that whoever it is that you're considering walking away from is not just going to let you go as easily as you may want them to let you go. This Two of Pentacles, and this person sees you as the Empress. They feel like you are theirs. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in the future? And obviously, if you're the masculine here, it could be different. So you're okay. So here's now we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, that is going to be what you're debating. You're considering you actually may start a committed relationship with your ex, because it's showing up here that okay, you actually may actually just decide to move on to being single. Because you're not okay. So this person isn't going to let you go. That's what I'm getting very strongly here, and it looks to me like you feel like you need to escape and try and work things out with this ex who wants to come back in. And so there is a mental trap here of some sort, and it looks like you are going to try and escape it. But it also does look like you are going to just possibly go single. That may be what's actually going to be the debate here. Can we get more on this Two of Pentacles? Maybe that's what it is. Because the Queen of Pentacles, too, can be somebody who's very just self-sufficient. Because, okay, so I'm getting strongly here that there's something about this current relationship that you feel has hit rock bottom anyways. And that's why you've been kind of yearning for this past person to come back. And so you feel like you need to follow different, move into new possibilities here and move towards something new. There is something new. It does look to me too, Sagittarius, like you look like you're very self-sufficient, like you could be on your own. Your advice is to go single. is to possibly just go single. Because this past person, okay, that is what I'm getting here, is that this past person that that you may be yearning for is coming back. Whether they have or they haven't, it looks like they're coming back. You're gonna walk away from this other person that you're with right now. They're holding on to you though. It does look like you're moving on towards. It looks like you're moving on to this other person. This other person is coming back. That's what it is that you're waiting for is coming back. And it looks like your advice right now is to go single because this person is coming back. And if you don't go single first, you're keeping somebody under an illusion that they're your option, and they're really not. So you need to move. I'm getting there's a possibility that you're actually going to you may actually physically move away from, you may be living with this other person, right? But there's the Nine of Pentacles again. Your advice is to move away and go single. That is your advice. Like it doesn't get more clear than this. Can we get more on this Nine of Pentacles? That's if you watch my readings. That's if you're there's the spirit never, the spirit I channel will never tell you to cheat, ever. I've never had spirit tell me to cheat or to tell anybody to cheat ever, ever. But yes, what you are longing for is coming in. What it is that you are longing for is coming in. That Three of Wands, that is coming in. Those ships are coming in. And you are burdened right now by this other relationship. You are that second chance, that wishful thinking, that is coming in according to Spirit. It's coming in. External influence is the King of Swords. This is the person you're walking away from. 100%. I believe it. Why is the King of Swords here, Spirit? This person is going to want you. This person is going to feel like they're apologetic about something too. This person is going to feel betrayed. They are going to feel betrayed. They're going to feel like we see the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords. This person is really, really in their head. And over, so here's what I'm getting. This person's never letting go of you. Over the course of time, they're going to probably come back in. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. There is something that is going to cause them to come back in too at some point. So you may be faced, that may be why you're going to be faced with a choice in the future. It's because you are moving on what it is that you're expecting. And I'm not really getting that Spirit is telling you not to go for this ex person who might be coming in. It's just Spirit is saying, go single first. You don't want to be caught up in a situation where you're in a relationship already and somebody else is coming in, right? This person is shattered. That's why the Ten of Swords is there. This person, when you walk away from them, or if you already have, is going to be upset. And you may feel like you have your reasons for wanting to do that. But yes, they're going to be shattered. They're stressed out because they feel like you rejected them. All right. The hopes and fears. We've got the Ace of Wands. Tell us more about this Ace of Wands, please, Spirit. Why is the Ace of Wands here? The Four of Swords. Something is being laid to rest in order for you to move on to this exciting new beginning here. There is this exciting new beginning that you are, whoever it is showing up as the King of Wands. And now we've got the Emperor. Oh, and they are in corresponding spots. We've got the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, here's what I'm getting here. Please don't shoot the messenger. The person who you are walking away from is your person. But Spirit is saying you have to do it. Why, Spirit? The Spirit's saying to go single. Spirit's saying that this other person that you're longing for is coming towards you. And I don't know for sure if you're necessarily going to be in that relationship, but this other person that you're walking away from, and it might be over time. They might come back over time. Eventually, yeah, you're going to be met with a choice. You know, it is showing up here that you are walking away from this person and you're moving in a new direction. And to be honest with you, Sagittarius, if Spirit, and I feel like I've never felt like I have seen Spirit give what I believe to be a morally unsound suggestion. So if Spirit is telling you that you need to leave this person, there are obviously issues that are going on between the two of you that need to be resolved, or there's obviously some sort of lesson and growth that the two of you need to have separate from each other right now before you can actually come back together as an Emperor and Empress, because that is what's showing up here. I'm sorry. It looks like you want somebody else. That's why I feel like, oh no, I don't want to give that message. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, this relationship that you are in right now is being slowed down. Because, okay, exactly what, there was nothing that had really indicated this to me, but they are showing up as the King of Swords, who can be a bit of a narcissist. This person who you're with right now, it may be a little bit precarious. It may be a little abusive. You know, this is your established connection right now, but it's not, it looks like it needs to be laid to rest for now. All right. And the outcome, we've got this Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here in the outcome for Sagittarius? Can you tell us something more about this, Spirit, please? What's going on with this Three of Cups? Maybe you're just gonna move on to being friends with this person. Yeah, this person's not the Four of Pentacles. This person is still gonna be willing to be your friend. They are not gonna let go of you. And here's what it is. I feel like you're going to establish yourself on your own, and possibly maybe even make new friends. Get yourself out there. This other person is not letting you go. They will be coming in to communicate with you. They are going to want to work things out with you. They're going to manifest you back. You are going to be given, you're going to have, there's that Two of Pentacles again. You're going to have something to debate here. And it has something to do with your committed relationship. So I am getting strongly here that whatever it is that you were longing for is coming in, and it looks like it's a past person, but it also looks like this current person is not ever going to let go of you. Can we get more on this? Yes, it looks like you are going to move into the established connection with somebody who wants you. Okay, so here's the thing, Sagittarius. In the end, you have a choice. This is it. In the end, you have a choice. We have this Three of Cups in the end here with established, because somebody has not let go of somebody else. And now we see the second chance. Well, it looks like you have a second chance with somebody who you're walking away from now, and a second chance with somebody who you already had an ending with in the past. And you are going to be met with a choice on who to choose. And depending on who you are, everybody's going to make a different choice. According to what I'm seeing here, it looks like whoever it is that you're walking away from right now, things are a little iffy. There may have been, so this may or may not be the case for all of you, but somebody's in a legal relationship here. There's a legal marriage, and it looks like whoever it is that you're in the legal marriage with is the one who you are likely going to choose. So let's revisit this before we put this reading away. Yeah, so there is this okay, so this is it. You moving on to somebody from your past, whoever it is that you're wishing for, whether it's somebody it does look like it's somebody from your past. This is going to cause a tower moment for this current person. And they're going to want to work things out. They're going to work on something. There's something that they're going to build on about themselves. I'm getting very strongly here, Sagittarius, that you have to leave this current person. There's something going on in this relationship that is not... it's not going to work if you continue the way it's going. It's like you have to leave this person so that they have the tower moment, and in hopes of them having the epiphany and actually building themselves up. Because this is going to be painful for them, but they're going to be willing to. This person's not going to let you go. Whoever this is that you're walking away from is not going to let you go. And Sagittarius, that is your reading for today, February 2025. If you like what you heard and this resonated with you, would you be so kind as to hit the like button so we can get this out into the algorithm? The algorithm pumps this out so that everyone can look at it. If you haven't subscribed already, can you subscribe to the channel? And if you're interested in a personal reading, the information for that is in the description box below this video. And until I read you again, have yourself a blessed week.